Welcome back. Welcome back. It is visual note taking time. It is Mr. Nico Fry from ISM. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our weekly Thursday stream. Today we're going to be looking at some of examples of how to take visual notes when you are making notes from videos or webinars, or when you're reading a book, when you're listening to a book. What are the ways that you can do these things? So we are live today from YouTube, and we are live from Facebook as well, and Periscope. So if you are online, please leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions for topics that you would like us to go through. Now, let's get right to it. So, what are visual notes and why should we care about those? And for me, this is something that all of us should really do. This is something that I really enjoy doing. And so let me show you something from a wonderful, wonderful teacher called Chris Gadbury. Now, he had a webinar sponsored by the Faria Group, if I'm not mistaken. And so he had a webinar where he was saying how to engage your students with sketchnote and infographics. And this came really at the right time, at a time when I was really learning about this over a year ago. And this was something that made me use the sketchnoting and infographics with my grade 5 at the time, and especially for our exhibition. Now, what is he talking about, and why are we really and why am I so enthusiastic about this, and how is it related to our online learning? Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, just let me show you. Oh, there is the webinar, by the way, from Mr. Gadbury's Twitter. So please make sure you go and visit. Now, a couple of things why so interesting. Number one thing is that when we draw, we really make meaning. So instead of copying what you hear, you are processing, you are thinking about it, and you are making choices. So more you get involved, the more you get into what you're listening and then drawing about, this will help you. This will help you to make connections and put things into your memory so that you can retrieve them back when you need. Well, how do we do that? We do that by making words pop. We do that by showing connections by using arrows. We do that by creating beautiful lettering that pops out, so that we are also going to be able to use shapes and borders to make things really stand out to us. Now, that is also why we want to be able to see how it works. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to make sure that we can use our pens, we can use our pencils, but we can also be sure that we are making sure that we have access to our learning journal. And that is crucial. So once we have that, it's going to be something that is going to stay with us. And so what would it look like in real life? Here is a wonderful example of creating a sketch note. So we have a picture, we have frames, we have shapes, we have lettering. All this is helping the learner, the person who made this, to think about more deeply, to think about what is going to happen and how are they making connections to their learning. We can also look at another great example here. This is from Ms. Sonia Tabor's blog, and this is how she is using the concepts. So here we have the key concepts: responsibility, change, form, connection, causation, function, perspective, and reflection. And how is it connected to public art? Now, here you can see how Ms. Sonia has used a title, made it into a cloud, and then the subtitles, or the subheadings, she has actually then made them into these boxes so that they stand out, and when we learn about it, when she looks at it again, she will remember that these are the important things to learn about and look at. It could be as simple as you making something from grammar. You're making a note for yourself about the comma rules. So you have your title here in the middle, and you have examples around it. That makes it more visually pleasing for yourself, and you create this sort of a one-pager for yourself. So these are really something that I enjoy looking at. Also, some teachers use these as anchor charts so that they create these visual types of charts. Again, here you can see we have a title, we have subheadings, and they are visually pleasing. They're jumping out on us so that it is something that is easy for us to remember. Now, what is really great about this is that when you are creating visual notes, you are engaging yourself with what you are writing, and you are bringing that note alive by coloring it in, by doodling around it. What happens is that it is simple for you to then retrieve it from your memory. Now, how do you do that? When is the time to do that? Doesn't it take a long time? Isn't it hard to do? Well, it is like drawing. If you don't do it, it will be hard. If you do it, if you practice, it's going to be easier. And one thing that I really enjoy, and one thing that it's really great for remote learning, is that if your teacher has made a video for you, you can pause the video, rewind the video. You are able to re-listen and work on your notes at the same time. This is by far the most efficient way that you can do to practice this type of note taking. So making visual notes, sketchnoting, and you will be in charge. So thank you for joining today. I am happy that so many of you were able to come in and watch. Please leave a comment and make sure that let me know what types of tips are you looking to get. Next time we'll be here again live on Tuesday, 10:15 to 10:30-ish for grades 3 to 5. This is Mr. Nico. Subscribe, hit the bell, be notified when I'm live again. Bye-bye.